Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for the Giz Wiz is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1506, recorded Thursday, February 19th, 2015. Watch it burn.
And now, get ready for Dick.
On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we got toys for all your children, even the ones who like to burn stuff down. Coming up next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMGchad on Twit TV. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease. Under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! I hope you are ready for the Giz Wiz. And here he is, the Wiz himself, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie?
Chad, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good.
Very good.
Yeah, I mean, nothing. I'm trying to think. Has something happened this week that I can talk about? Josh is telling me, or Jeff is telling me no. Nothing happened this week.
Nothing has happened in your entire life? Oh,
No.
okay.
He looked directly at me and went,
No.
no.
No, your life is just
Nothing.
a drab, meaningless kind of...
nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. The hair's new, right?
Yeah, hair's new. I re-dyed it, so it's all
Okay.
red now. It's freaking me out.
Re-dyed it?
I don't think the light's on back here. This
Oh.
looks really dark to me. There we go. Is that? I don't know. I don't know how this set works. Jeff is running off to go smack some skulls in to figure out what's going on.
Oh, boy. Jeff is
with
on the
these
case.
backlights. Yeah, no. So I re-dyed my hair. I got it cut the last episode, I think, and it just hadn't been updated. So I re-dyed it all. Yeah.
Parts of it.
That was parts of it. Right.
Oh, okay.
Right, just
how do you dye just part of your hair and have such an even line? Like, did you tape off the rest of your hair?
It's a lot. Like, have you ever seen them paint a house? No. You know,
do you use
painter's
that
tape.
3M faux tape?
Exactly. No. So there's two things. One is I don't like to hit the sides. So there's that. But also I like to keep roots, which kind of gives a little bit of depth into the red. It just makes the red not as crazy. So for the sides, you just are very, very careful in where you put. It's like a mixture, like a cream mixture. So you're just really careful on where you put the bleach. And then for the roots, I actually use like strips of cotton, and it has like paper in there, and then you lay it throughout your hair so that whenever you put that cream on, it won't touch the roots, and it's like a barrier. Yeah, and then you bleach it. My hair will look really yellow, and then I put the dye in, and then it turns all red after that. And the dye you could just be super sloppy with, because if you get dye on the brown part, in fact I kind of did, I think over here, it'll just wash out in like half a week. So it's no big deal, because
And how long does this process take? Days?
No, most 2 hours at most.
Oh, okay.
And I only have to do it like once a month. So if it was super high maintenance, I would have dropped the red hair forever ago. I would have never I also can't deal, like, I know some people who have dyed hair, they purposely won't wash their hair, and they'll have like weird cycles where they condition one day and then they'll wait and then they'll shampoo another, or they'll use like dry shampoo. Like, they'll do all these really weird stuff, and I just can't deal with that. I'm just like, every day I'm getting in the shower, I'm gonna wash my hair, and we have clean hair afterwards, and then I'm gonna put, I just, if it wasn't easy to maintain, I wouldn't be able to do the red hair. I would have given up on it years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I solved mine by just not having any.
That's perfect, you know? I mean, how
Yeah.
long does that take? It seems
Zero.
It's great.
Zero.
It's great. Yeah. I mean, how long does it take to dye the mustache?
It just sits there and does that.
Seconds.
It just goes through all colors all on its own. Like
well, I guess technically
sort of,
years.
Yeah.
It took years.
Yeah,
really.
years and years.
Yeah.
To perfect that.
Right.
To perfect
Exactly.
that.
To get the perfect.
Well, I
shape.
had fun this week because I went to Toy Fair at the Javits Center, which is one of North America's largest toy shows.
Oh man!
And like CES, it's only open to retailers and toy manufacturers.
So they
and
have
the
a whole
press.
toy fair, and no children are allowed to attend.
No kids are allowed.
No kids.
That is correct.
Are there children like at the windows staring in, just looking longingly?
No. I saw one kid from one company that wanted to show how the kid would play this thing.
Right.
Outside of that was it.
Man, that seems criminal.
It does
Have a whole toy fair. Only adults can show up who are on business occasion, like business trip adults. That's it.
Exactly. It's a riot, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. So is today's episode all
Today
toy fair?
and probably for the next couple of weeks, I'm
Perfect.
gonna do 2 weeks of toys, and then I'm gonna do a week of things that weren't toys but we're still at Toy Fair, which is kind of interesting. So we'll get right in. And what I did for the first thing, I thought, since probably no one in our audience, including you, has ever gone to a toy fair, I thought I would just walk in with a camera running and wearing a little mic, and then I just walk through the first booth. And this Westminster Toys always has very silly stuff. So let's all go to the Javits Center.
The DeBartolo Mad's Maddest Writer and the Giz Wiz. You know, there were two conventions in town, the National Shingle Show and Toy Fair, and just my luck, I got Toy Fair. You know, the Shingle Show, it's amazing. Shingles now come in 4 colors. But anyway, no, Toy Fair, who could get a better assignment than that? All right, so when you get to Toy Fair, this is what you'll see. We're gonna walk over here now and find out what booth Tonka's at. Tonka makes great trucks for kids. And every year they get bigger and bigger. And this new one for kids, this is really neat, isn't it? Yeah, I would like to have something like that. Whoa. Okay. The ultimate kid's toy, except only your
max
daddy can
occupancy,
drive
60
it.
pounds, right?
All right, so we're gonna walk in, and so this is the main entrance over here. And I don't have a stabilizer on this, as I think you can see. And who do we have over here? Oh, Crayola. Color Alive. Look at that guy. Whoa. Pretty nifty. And let's see what else we have. And we have to show a badge here.
This guy is so interested in seeing my badge, isn't
Yeah,
he?
look at him. He is so happy to be at Toy Fair, let me tell you.
And while we're walking,
You couldn't have found a least interested person
and we're just
if you
stopping
tried.
here. Oh, the headlight.
It's kind of funny.
When you have a bright idea, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
Oh, they stole your
What else do we have
your light hat.
Yes, exactly,
man.
exactly.
Oh, we have the Time War clocks. I don't know if you can see that there. And what else do we have? Bum bum.
All these adults seriously looking at whoopee cushions.
For some reason, I even hate to say the word, but this word is very popular.
There are more
tons
toys.
of toys that make that sound. Here's Mr. Robot.
Kids evidently love that sound.
You know, flatulence is in season, I hear.
Sorry. I wonder if anybody has
You
flatulence.com.
need your strap-on LED
I hear in 2015
fingers.
it's going to be all the rage.
You need your
LED
Twist-O-Lite,
fingers.
Oh, wow.
your kaleidoscope, your family fishing game,
Everything's set out like you could buy it.
your
Yeah,
tumble buggy.
A lot of
These are
retailers
all
were
from
selling to toy
Westminster
stores.
Toys. That was some fun
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
I bet they want
So now
to
you
show
sort
off
of
how the
have
product would look on
an
their shelves. That makes a
overview
lot of sense.
of what Toy Fair looks like. And it's big. You can see down these aisles,
Oh, my God. I want to get
and
invited to
down
Toy Fair.
those aisles. All right, so we're gonna.
This is the CES of toys.
It is the CES of toys.
One more thing. We'll walk over to Lego.
Yeah, every year Lego builds something unique out of Legos, and this year it's a samurai warrior, all out of Legos.
Wow. There's someone who gets paid to do that.
And here with Jackie. Okay. And Jackie, what's your title?
I'm a trend specialist.
A trend specialist. This is the person that we really wanted. So I always am bowled over by the number of dollars people spend on toys. So what is the number for this year?
In 2014, $79 billion was spent on toys.
What? $79 billion.
Is that unbelievable?
$1 billion of that. Me personally. So this year, it's too early to tell if it's going to exceed that.
Right, but we're hoping it does. And Toy Fair is packed, as you can see, so things look good.
It's packed and it's 10 degrees out.
It is chilly outside. Inside's better.
All right, so as the trend person, this is great. So tell us what you expect the trends, or already know the trends for 2015.
We've already seen one trend.
One of the trends we're seeing were called mini madness.
The
and what it is,
flatulence
it's
trend.
smaller size playthings. They're collectibles. They're toys you can take on the go. They're easy to grab and store, but they pack a lot of play value, plus they're affordable. So mini madness, there's a collectible craze here at Toy Fair.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. And is retro big?
Retro's everywhere, always. Families and parents love seeing those nostalgic toys, especially the traditional type board games, and they want to play them with their kids.
Okay, very good. And some other trends?
Top in tech is another one of our trends. The toy industry is so creative and innovative, and technology is being fused into so many toys. So what we've seen here is some dinosaurs that are robotic pets that kids can have. Other things are apps that connect with physical toys, so you can drive your race car from your phone, or even speak into your phone and fly a helicopter. So we're seeing big jumps in technology.
Wow. And for girls, anything special for girls?
Really, everything's crossed.
I was just going to say, is it less now that there's like definite boy toys and definite girl toys now? Kind of everybody likes everything?
Everybody likes everything. I mean, all the things I've seen, I want to personally play with, so that says something.
That is really great. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we're going to roam Toy Fair, and we're going to see toys, not for girls, not for boys, but toys for everyone, including me.
That is perfect. You know, her talking about technology and toys, we didn't discuss this ahead of time. I'm just going to pick your brain on this. Have you seen the dinosaur powered by the Watson IBM supercomputer?
No.
So, do you remember the Watson supercomputer?
Yes, absolutely. Isn't Watson also still does Jeopardy from time to time, right?
Same guy. So, there is Elemental Path, which is the creator of this toy, is creating this dinosaur that is using the Watson supercomputer as like a back end for, so you can ask it questions, you can talk to it. It just seems really, really, really neat to use that sort of technology. And one of the cool things about Watson was that you could ask it a human identifiable question.
Nice to meet you. How far is the moon? The moon is about 250,000 miles from Earth's average. What is 2 plus 2?
4.
Awesome job, Grayson.
What is the speed of light?
The speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. Can you count to 6?
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, I would have just said
5,
yes.
6.
Yeah.
I can count to 6.
Tell me a knock-knock joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Lettuce.
Letters who?
Lettuce in. It is freezing outside.
My favorite color is orange.
Okay, I'll try to remember. Your favorite color is orange.
See you later, alligator.
In a wild crocodile.
Tell me a story.
How about we make a story together?
Isn't that
That's pretty
cool?
neat.
Isn't that really cool?
Now, is that on in the marketplace?
It's a Kickstarter campaign currently. And here, let me see. There's still 26 days to go. They needed $50,000, but they've already raised $140,000 basically.
Wow.
So it will be funded, and it just looks so neat. And what a good use.
What can you buy one for?
Let's look. Early bird herd animal. Looks like you're getting 2. So $99 you'll get 1. $89 you'll get 1. But that was the early birds, and they're all gone. So about $99.
That's a pretty. I don't know how many answers it has, but it seems pretty powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I'm trying, like, if it can go up against Jeopardy, I'm like, maybe what could my 6-year-old throw at it that it's not going to understand?
Well, I think the Jeopardy one would have a lot more power than this thing, right?
Right. I mean, I really wonder how it's working. Is it wirelessly sending the data back? I need to research it a little bit more. I didn't expect to talk about it. It's just something that popped in my head.
No.
You know, what if it's talking back to a server? It might be just as powerful as the one on Jeopardy.
That could be. I remember once at CES, Wurlitzer. You probably don't know the name Wurlitzer, but Wurlitzer used to make jukeboxes, so they still do, and they had this one big Wurlitzer jukebox, and I said to the man, "So how many songs can this hold?" And he said, "Every song ever written, because it's connected to the internet and our servers, and everything that's ever been recorded, we have, and you can, you know, there are endless menus, and all the music is there." It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the other things neat about Toy Fair is at CES, which is, 100 times bigger than Toy Fair, but if you took all the iPhone cases and all the battery charges and all the headphones and all the Bluetooth speakers away,
there'd be 3 products at CES.
Yes, exactly. So the fun thing about Toy Fair is you can roam from booth to booth and just find other neat things. And another company that makes fun kits for kids is called Thames and Cosmos. And we're going to take a look at 2 things they're coming out with in June.
Dick DeBartolo, Mad Magazine's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz. We're here at Toy Fair, and we're talking about tech gadgets, and we're at the Thames and Cosmos booth. Remember this? We showed this last year or the year before.
Did you see this?
Who can actually walk on string.
That's right.
Well,
I do remember seeing that.
Let's stop there and see what they have for 2015.
Yes.
And we're talking with Andy. And Andy, what's new with your company?
Well, we're coming out with a few different remote control engineering kits for children ages 8+. One of the new kits we're coming out with is called Remote Control Machines Animals. The idea is that children will build 8 different animals, and hopefully we'll teach them how the animals move. Each of these animals moves in a different way. So there's a penguin that, if you watch, will sort of waddle as he walks. There's a monkey that will walk on a string. There's a T-Rex that will walk on 2 legs. There's a crab that will waddle sideways. There's an elephant that walks on 4 legs. So each of the animals sort of moves in a different way. And we'll teach a little bit about biomimetics and biomechanics. And
now, is each animal a different kit, or is the one kit for all 8 animals?
It's one kit, all 8 animals. You can't build them all at the same time, but you can build one, learn about that animal, do experiments with it, and then build another animal and do experiments with that.
That's great. And when is that coming out, and what will it retail for?
We're expecting it to release in June of this year, and it will retail for $49.95.
That is really neat. Show me one more neat thing that you have.
So one of the hot topics this year is space exploration and space travel and space colonization. So we're also coming out with Remote Control Machines Engineering Kit that deals with space machines. The featured model in this kit is the Mars Curiosity rover, or a lookalike of the Mars Curiosity rover.
It does.
And you build 10 different models with this kit. It has a 64-page manual. And with each model, you build one of the models, and then you do experiments with that model and learn about the science of what's happening and how you would explore in outer space or an extraterrestrial environment. So you can build like a different type of space shuttle,
Well, so then I was just saying that
Wow, that's neat.
It's like a rocket transporter.
Does the rocket fire?
It does not fire.
Okay.
Not yet.
Proof there
and you
are
build 10
rockets
different
on
models,
Mars.
all dealing with space.
All right, now this has to be more expensive than the other kit because it's so complex. Is that correct?
Yes, it's $99.95 retail. We're also expecting it in June.
And this is the remote control for it?
Yeah, so this is actually a new remote control we developed. This is just a prototype, but it works on 4 different frequencies. So if you had more than one kit, you can control different machines at the same time without interfering with each other.
And now with this kit, can you build more than one model at one time?
Yes, you build 10 different models. Oh, not at one time.
Not at one time. Oh, no, that's okay. Okay.
It only comes with a certain number of motors
Right.
and IR receivers, so you have to disassemble it and then reassemble it.
2 neat gadgets from the company again. I always want to say Thames. It is Thames, right?
It's Thames and Cosmos. So it's
Thames.
named after the U.S. river, the Thames River, which is up in Rhode Island, as opposed to the Thames.
I was going to say, it
Yeah.
sounded very English. But
That's
now
what I
it
keep
is.
saying.
Dick
Things.
DeBartolo, man's man is trying to end the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here on Twitter.
Yeah, I was ready to be like, wait, the one in London? Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I was wondering why he didn't have an English accent. And then there's a Thames River in Connecticut. Who knew?
We all knew that. We just, yeah, exactly. Right next to that other river, the Amazon River.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I order all my stuff in the Amazon River.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, forgot that was also in Connecticut.
Yeah. So yeah, they make fun stuff, and there'll be, I'm sure, some discounts on those prices once it's fully in the marketplace. But
that's crazy.
like the
I
fact-
can't imagine the engineering that's gone behind having one kit that you could make so many different things out of the same kit.
I know, and I know from looking at the fact sheet that space kit has 3 different motors so that the toys can do 3 different things. You can be driving it in a direction, having it turn while you're operating a crane or something on the device itself. So they're very clever. They're very clever.
Very clever. Very clever.
And a kid wants to be an engineer, this is really perfect.
That 64-page manual seems perfect for a kid who wants to be an engineer.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very cool.
A third thing, I'm a little baffled by it, but I somehow think that you would enjoy this the most of the things we've seen today.
Perfect.
So let's take a look at our final gadget of the day from Toy Fair for today.
Dick DeBartolo, Mad Magazine's man is trying to end the Giz Wiz. We're here at Toy Fair 2015. You know, I was walking by and I thought, race cars, we've seen that, done that. And then I saw this from Fast Company, world's top 10 most innovative companies of 2015 in gaming. And I know we have a lot of gamers in our audience. So we nailed down Boris, and he's going to fill us in on what we're seeing.
Yeah. Real pleasure to talk to you. Thank you. This is Anki Overdrive, which is the next generation of the Anki Drive franchise.
Do you know about Anki?
I actually have heard of Anki, and we actually
it's a battle racing
we got
game.
a mat in, but I have never seen this
the sort of environment is that you can build with it. So it's made out of modular track pieces. The cars are intelligent robotic cars. They understand exactly where they are. They have weapons, special abilities. They can be customized, and all the games run off of mobile devices like iOS and Android devices that become the brains behind the gameplay in the real world.
Now, are these just arbitrarily running around, or is someone actually controlling them as we're standing here?
So these are being controlled automatically, but they're more than anything doing a choreography. The game over there is that you'll see in a bit is what the experience itself is. And what you would do is you would actually control the cars with your phone or iPod Touch or iPad or Android device, and whichever ones you're not driving, they would come to life and be self-aware and compete against you. And that's part of the magic. It's a video game in the real world.
So if you're playing alone, you're still in a competition.
Right. You could play by yourself against 3 other opponents that are AI-controlled characters, and they have their own personality. There's characters that are driving them. They'll talk against you. They'll taunt you and compete against you.
Plot against you.
They'll plot.
Isn't that nice? You come home and your cars are plotting against you. So let's walk over there, okay? And
you can start here. Yeah, that's totally fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and hit play solo here, which means I'm on my own. You've got a couple of different modes. Race means you're just going around the track as fast as you possibly can. Battle mode is where you're trying to essentially disable the other cars. I'm going to go ahead and start that. So it's kind of like a Mario Kart or a Need for Speed type of thing, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the cars off the track. We're going to go ahead and get all 4 of them going. I'm going to select ground shock, this blue one right here. You see the color of the light changes on the car to let you know that that's the car you selected.
Great.
Add a couple more players. Now what you're looking at here is a series of commanders. Now these are video game characters essentially that have been designed to have different characteristics, and each one of them has a different playing style, like what Boris was talking about, where some of them are more defensive, some of them are more aggressive. So I'm going to go ahead and select him. He's going to take control of this nuke car here. And then once he goes through his little spiel, and if it wasn't so loud in here, you'd be able to hear some of his character sounds. Now I'm going to go ahead and
they've really upgraded.
We're going to add another commander. Let's just go ahead and select the dark there.
Oh yeah, this is the
this one
newest.
Here is going to be Thermo, which is going to be this red car here. He's going to change color. We'll give him a little chance to get all settled in, and then the last one we're going to add is Skull right here. So when we add player right here, let's just go ahead and add Blue Shift. So these are all different characters. And there's Skull, he's the only car left. So now that we've got all 4 of them on there,
so cool.
I'm going to go ahead and place these cars on the track. And actually, I'll just put them right over here. And then once I hit start, what's going to happen is it's actually just going to show you who's playing the game, and you can play against your friends or against the computer. In this case, it's important to know that I'm the only human player on this particular mode, right? So I'm going to be taking control of the blue car here, Blue Shock, but the rest of them are all AI cars that are thinking for themselves. So I'm going to go really slow here as the blue car, but watch the rest of them. They're going to actually start adapting to the way each other play and the way I play to try and develop a strategy to beat me and to beat each other. So the first person to 5 points is going to win this game.
And how are you collecting the points?
That's a great question. And the way that you do that actually in this mode is you've got a series of different weapons. If you look over here on under my right thumb, I have something called the Pulse Carbine. Now, if I speed up and run into, get behind another car, like if I slow down, get out of the way, I'm going to speed up, I'm going to get behind him, and I'll hold down this Pulse Carbine. You see the front of my car light up and glow? The back of that car is going to glow. I just disabled him, so I just got 1 point. So the first person to 5 points is going to win this game.
When you buy Overdrive, are you buying 4 cars, the track, and using your own device to control it?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. So the starter kit's going to come with...
Is this what we're looking at here?
Yeah, the starter kit right here, which is coming out September
I think he made a
15th.
mistake. I believe the starter kit is
10
2.
track pieces. So what you see here is one of the many configurations that you can have with the starter kit. So fresh out of here, you have 10 track pieces. You can configure 8 different ways to make 8 different tracks fresh out of the box. And then from there, you get also a 4-car charger, a tire cleaner, and 2 cars. And then, like you said, you have an app that you can download for free on your own device, and then the game is controlled from there.
And in September, that will sell for?
$149.99.
Okay. Yep. That is really neat. Dick DeBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, a non-driver, by the way. And this is great fun. I could do more damage in a real car than they can do on this little track. But it's great. Overdrive here at Toy Fair 2015.
And that is so cool. Leo's bought these, but
he bought the original.
He bought the original.
One, right?
It's been super updated. The original had 1 mat, and that's all you could play on it.
Yes.
And then it had the cars, and the cars I don't think have changed much. They still had the LEDs, and you paired with Bluetooth.
Could you assign each car a personality?
No. So that's all built in the app. The cool thing about this is they can add so much more content just by updating the app. Now that and so the characters didn't exist, but now you can choose characters and put them into each car. And now with the track, the way that it is, where you could change up the track or buy extra track pieces.
And the track is magnetic, so you just bring the track near each other and they connect. And also, it was the 2nd largest selling toy for Christmas at Amazon.
It is so cool.
The Frozen doll was number 1, and I don't think she does anything.
Right. Come on. That's fun. That is almost like a gender, boys.
Yes, it is. That's interesting, right? Interesting.
That's funny. But yeah, we had it here at TWIT, and we played for a long time, and each car has different abilities, and you can just do so much with them. And I'm really glad that there's so much that they have decided to do with the platform of the car that I'm so happy that they're still updating, they're still adding things onto the foundation that they created last year. Very neat. Very neat.
And if you have patience, it's the current cars are selling for $149 for the set. So if you have patience and can wait till September for the same $149.99, I guess $150, you will now get this advanced. It's Anki, right?
Yeah, the Anki Overdrive.
The Overdrive is the new system, and Anki cars, I think they call them supercars, is the first series. So you want the Overdrive, which includes that new track and where you pick characters from your phone and then send their personalities into the car. It's pretty neat.
I'm trying to see if the cars change at all, because if the cars are all the same, you might, buy one now. Oh, wow. Oh, there's so many more cars now. I remember playing, I think it's this red. We had these two, the red and orange one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe.
I don't know if the cars have changed a whole bunch. They look.
Did all the cars have artificial intelligence, even the original cars? Because he was saying the cars learn how you drive and then try to outdrive you.
And that's all from the app, because the cars.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cars are Bluetooth enabled. I remember in the first iteration, if you wanted to choose a car, you took your phone and you tapped it to the car, and it used the Bluetooth LE to know that you were super close to the car, and you'd tap it, and that'd be your car. Very neat stuff.
And someone's asking, do the cars fly off the track? They're not slot cars.
No, they're not.
And I believe someone said that they have a camera or they have an optical sensor.
They have a sensor.
So that they can fly off the track, but they don't fly off the track as often as a regular slot car will.
And the idea is that whole track that you saw, the car can move within it, and it can even, if it gets bumped or you touch it or whatever, it'll fall right off. And it does a little bit, when we had one here, it does a little bit of work to try to get back onto the track, but then if it can't find it, it just kind of goes, hey, can you set me back on? And it'll even right itself around to face the correct direction to go. It's so neat. It is so cool. It is really neat.
All right, well, I called it right. I said to Dennis, we got to film this. Chad's going to be all over this. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Well,
all right, well, now, talking about great things, ladies and gentlemen, it's a spot on the show that
you might want to get
needs its own theme.
Crappy corn.
And I think the quality of the theme sets you up for the quality. Oh, my gosh.
So, whenever we bring out the fire extinguisher, it's going to be a fun gadget.
Whoa.
The fire extinguisher and the apple that has a candle inside of it. That's how you know that this is going to be an interesting gadget.
Oh, boy. Security gadgets.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is good. It's food and light. Food and light.
Exactly. That's exactly what we need. So we are in the Survival Gadget Month. Oh, we've changed the lights. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Danger, danger. We're in Survival Month, and so today I have a survival gadget. Some people said, listen, these gadgets, they've been nice, but they haven't been stylish. So we need a stylish gadget.
Wow.
Okay, for
I think when you're fighting for survival of your life, I think the first thing you say is, what stylish mode?
But how am I going to look?
Myself?
It's sure, I'm going to survive, but how am I going to look?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question. So I've actually been wearing this stylish gadget the entire show. I don't know if you've noticed.
It's red hair?
My fancy watch.
Oh.
Yes, this is a survival watch. It does a thing, okay? You may have heard of multi-purpose watches. This one does two things, I guess. It tells time. Okay. Here it is. It tells time. It doesn't have any sort of glowy stuff.
I know. It fires a grappling hook onto the building next.
Do you actually? You know what it does, right?
Yeah, I think I. Oh!
It has a lighter inside of it. So if you are ever in a survival situation when you need to start a fire, this watch has you covered, okay?
Oh, good, right.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I'm in this burning building. Oh, there's flames everywhere. Oh, I know, I have my watch.
I'll pre-burn this room, and then I'll get back in it. It can't burn anymore, you know? See? It's perfect.
Oh, my word.
It's perfect. So
does that not get hot underneath?
No, not so much. You know, I haven't
Not so much.
I haven't done it for a very long time.
Okay.
To be honest, we can kind of just let this run for just a bit. It definitely gets hot on top, you know, where the flame is.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not getting too.
It's probably better to do it off your arm, right?
You know, okay. So I took it off just so I could show you the front. Every time I light something, I'm gonna put it back on my arm, you know, just to make.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What is this? Is this Oh, it has. Oh, we can tell. Oh, we have a little thermostat. Remember this thing?
Oh, wow.
So it's saying that it's about 70. You know, this isn't warm at all. Yeah. That's.
Oh, so it cools down
not
fast.
hot at all. Yeah, it's cool to the touch. Right after I turn it on, I'm sure that it's going to be something. Here. Oh, 84.
How hot is fire?
140 degrees.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, and it's back to pretty cold.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. So the watch itself, it has a plastic band along the back.
So it can melt.
Yeah. So you know, it's not super stylish. Inside you get a analog readout. There is no digital readout. There's even these little teeny tiny hands. Those are fashionably glued in place, which is quite nice. Nice. Okay. So have we lit anything on fire with this thing yet?
Well, wait a minute. What is it burning for fuel?
It has inside of here a butane. It's where is it? Here you go. You would fill it in on the side right here. This is like a normal little lighter that you would light grills with, or it's like the same fuel that's in that should be in like Bic lighters, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So there you go.
I thought maybe you put tiny little logs in there, and then
little sticks and kindling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So mini kindling.
Kindling. So here it comes in this box, by the way, very fancy, nice watch lighter box. A little bit of warnings. I bet that there is English on here if we look. Disaster. I don't know what these. It's not a toy. Keep out of reach of children. So I was gonna light this. I wanted birthday candles, like birthday cake. We didn't have one, so all we had was this apple. So oops. So we're gonna shove this. We're gonna shove this thing into it. A tiny little candle.
Wow.
Gonna put that in there.
Talk about science.
Fancy.
Forget those kits.
Super fancy. And then we're gonna light it on fire.
And Cosmos. This is.
Let's see if it works. Oh.
And did that make that sound?
No, I don't know what that sound was. That was. Oh, you know what? I must have. Google Now is trying to do something. That was my computer. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So yeah, it lights stuff on fire. It's confirmed.
You know, you have to be careful if you have a very hairy arm that you don't set your candle and your arm on fire.
I mean, it kind of just jumps out there.
It's a big flame.
It is.
It is
large.
Yeah.
This or that. This blow this out. There you go. Yeah, it's not very wind resistant. Yeah, it's not incredibly wind resistant. It's not going to be like a Zippo or anything. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's a little lighter. The one thing is, I don't know if you were a smoker, how exactly you would do that, you know?
Oh, I see, yeah. Well, you'd have to put the cigarette in. Well, we don't know anybody who smokes anyway.
You put the cigarette up to your mouth. Oh, and then you'd light it.
And then you light it like that, yeah.
Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, I thought you had to hold the cigarette. I guess I'm not a smoker, so I wouldn't know.
Nor am I.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the lighter watch. The cost.
And what does this cost?
Yeah, the cost of this amazing, stylish safety device is $11. plus free shipping.
Oh.
So that's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's funny, the little tiny hands on that photo are the exact same place and position as my little tiny hand. Is there a question? Is there a review? There's a question and answer. Oh, there's Q&A. Can it be refilled? Yes, it can. Does that wash actually work? Yes, the lighter and the wok work as advertised. What are these 3 small dials on the face do? What do they do? Anything. They're just ornaments. What do these 3 smaller dials on the face do? Anything. They do anything. Anything you want. They're just ornaments.
I think they meant nothing.
Yes, I think they meant they look good.
Yes.
Fashion. I'm going to turn off that fire. So that is the lighter watch. Not incredibly practical. It does tell time. I set this to the correct time before we started the show. And it seems to still be a minute fast. I don't know if I just said it incorrectly, but it is a tiny bit fast. Now there is no glow in the dark paint or anything like that. If it gets dark, you just won't be able to see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
But you know what? You do have a light right here, so you could be able to see the face just fine if it's too dark. So. That is the lighter watch.
Okay. So if we were on your other show, would you say buy it, try it, think about it?
Okay, so the downsides, pros, lighter on your watch. It tells time, and is it water resistant at all? It's
I
fire.
doubt it.
I doubt it. So probably not. Cons, it is large. This is a thick, tall watch. It does look like it was made out of pressed tin, and the plastic band leaves a little to be desired.
I'd say that's a con. Doesn't work underwater.
Yeah, I'd say it's a con too. Yeah, it does not work underwater. I try. I don't. It's $11.
Yeah, that's true.
It's $11.
Okay.
It has good reviews on Amazon. You know, 4.5 stars, 4.4 stars out of 5.
Look, if you need a lighter on your watch, I think this is the only game in town.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And if you have a thing for small watch faces that don't do anything, this is also a buy.
If you have, that do anything really, then you should definitely buy this watch. So that is the Roco Novelty Real Watch with concealable butane cigarette and cigar lighter. I don't think this is TSA approved, just letting you know.
Yeah,
and for $11. And that is my crappy corner. So let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
This would be perfect at a rock concert.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know, it seems to be burning a fairly long time on one fill-up so far.
We didn't. Yeah, it traveled with this fuel in it. Probably dangerous.
Yes, it probably is.
Probably against the post office regulations. But yeah, no, it's been fine. We've been lighting it in the office before. And by the way, if it wasn't, I guess, I didn't even say this. To turn it on, you push down this side, and then it'll light itself.
Oh, that's what that big clunky knob is.
I guess I never said that in my review. Yeah, that's how that's how you light it.
That's like what is it? Is it called piezoelectric?
Piezoelectric? The like a starter?
Yeah, I think that might be the starter.
Yeah, it's an awful lot like a charcoal starter that you push in and causes a spark.
Dark Room says, well, it's less than 4 ounces of liquid, but it's a gas. It's not a liquid, right? Butane is gas, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know they allow lighters, but I thought they have to be in special cases. Yeah. Zippo had a big thing that TSA was allowing Zippos back on again, but I think they have to be in a special case. This box, I don't know if it counts.
Is that box TSA approved?
Yes, I don't think it is. So yeah, I think it has to be in a special pressurized case so that your fuel doesn't start to leak out while you're up in the air.
Okay. Okay. All right, Gadget Warehouse video of the week. Hey, Dick and Chad, I love the show. This is the second video I've sent. My first one was the Rabbit wireless audio video transmitter receiver. This video is the Grundig Yacht Boy 400 World receiver. I hope you enjoy the video, Steve Shapiro. And here is Steve's Yacht Boy 400 video.
Hello, Dick and Chad. Steve Shapiro here from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I have for you from my Gadget Warehouse a Grundig Yacht Boy 400. This is a great little receiver. It's a world receiver, so not only does it receive AM and FM frequencies, it also receives shortwave frequencies from around the world. It also comes with a extendable antenna for AM and FM, and it also has that I have plugged in here, an extension.
Ooh!
You can see that little circle up there. That is a retractable antenna for the shortwave frequencies. It extends your range, and has a bunch of plugs on the side and stuff. Switch between long distance and local receiving, and stereo and mono, headphone plug, DC plug, and on this other side here,
butane lighter,
the
right.
volume control, a tone control, low and high tone. You can turn on and off single sideband, and you got your fine tuning knob. Also on the back, we have a list of frequency ranges, and
time zone.
On the little stand that it comes with built in, you have the time zones, which is kind of cool. Also, that comes with it, you got your faux leather carrying case. Comes with the owner's manual and a little shortwave listening guide that you can look up any shortwave radio stations that you want to listen to. And that is my Gadget Warehouse. Thanks a lot.
That's really interesting. I wonder if...
You know what? When I was a kid, that radio was like a suitcase.
Yeah.
That Grundig used to make these gigantic shortwave radios. I looked online. It looks like that one sold for $200 when it was new.
Wow.
$199, and it looks like you can buy them used now for about $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I wonder if any of those shortwave stations still are active.
You know what? It is interesting. I wonder too. Because with the internet, you could, I assume all the I don't know. Someone in the chat room, would all the shortwave radios also be on the internet?
Yeah, or would they have stopped broadcasting? Or
yeah.
I assume it's like a broadcast. Is it back and forth? I think it's just one way. I don't know.
It's one way, I believe.
Yeah.
Dr. Mobius said the first one was the size of a dishwasher and came in a wood cabinet.
What's crazy is I wonder if all of that, how much of that technology could fit in a cell phone nowadays? Is
probably all of it.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah. Given a big enough antenna, you just plug it in. It could fit on my watch.
Eric Duckman said he paid $190 for his Sagan, which was a similar unit. Yes, they are all the same. I'm not quite sure what that's the answer to. Yeah, a lot of shortwave is gone.
And that's from
a lot are on the net.
W8SS Joe, which looks an awful lot like a Ham Nation viewer. So I think he would know.
He would know.
He would know. It says now mostly loud Christian radio. is now what shortwave has become.
Right. Oh, and there's also a website where you can go and tune in shortwave radio on the internet.
Oh, that's
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Wow.
Oh, Steve Shapiro must be because it signs Steve Shapiro K14OUD.
Yes.
So
that
he's
seems
a
like
ham,
his
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're listening to shortwave right now. I have no idea what any of this means. This is like I'm reading a different language. Are there voices here? Can I? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I clicked something.
Are you actually tuning?
I don't know. Oh, I did something. What's this over here? Let's listen in. I have no clue. I have no clue what is going on. This is a lot of information that I have no idea what it does. I feel pretty ignorant. Okay, so with that, let's move on to...
Well, Steve gets a Mad magazine.
That's true.
Okay, and he'll get a piece of crap from the Gadget Warehouse. We got 2 videos this week, but we're always looking for more. So if you have a video, or if you would like to make a video and you have an old gadget like Steve did, any old piece of crap you have around that you don't want to throw out, or a new gadget, so you can send us my favorite gadget of all time, my Gadget Warehouse video, I invented this, or I bought a piece of crap. If you bought, like if you bought like a watch that has like a cigarette lighter in it, something stupid like that.
Show me
that no one would ever want in a million years.
Right.
You make a little video, 2 to 3 minutes, 3 minutes top, put it on YouTube, and then send us the link, Giz Wiz at twit.tv. And if we show it on the show, you get the you get the Alfred E. Newman picture and something from the warehouse. Or something from the brick house.
We might ship
now,
you
is someone
that will
possibly
going to
get the watch?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's around here going to claim this watch.
Okay, all right, you may
too could light stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Burn the house down.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we identify the age of the person or just give it to children as well? I don't...
Oh, we should, I guess we should...
We see the videos.
We know from the video that they're not a kid. Right.
Don't give it to the person we had last week. Okay, he was too young.
That's right. Too young.
Too young.
Okay. All right. So send your videos in, and hopefully we'll show it here on the show.
Awesome. Coming up next is the letters.
Here come the letters, those lovely letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now.
Our letter is from a fan who's written us before, T Snow Crash.
Absolutely. And his wife, Pig My Gamer.
Okay.
Well, no, it's Pygmy Gamer.
And he says, hey, Dick and Chad, not that long ago, you guys were talking about 3D printers, and how about someone making an all-in-one? Well, once again, you have predicted the future. You guys are on a streak. Let's hit up Vegas. Leo can pay. And so, Josh, if you could go to the link, here it is. The world's first all-in-one 3D printer.
Oh, wow.
So this poor kid
breaks
his duck. He's not happy that he still has a huge stuffed animal. But his... I don't know, is that his mom?
Sister, maybe.
Oh, she's already... Oh, okay.
So it looks like she dropped it in, and then it scanned it, and then now it's printing it.
It's printing it. And this is... I haven't seen this before, where you can watch the scanning on your smartphone.
Yeah.
And now look it changed from white to orange.
Yes.
But we made a new duck. Does it give a price or anything? Is this a real product or is this a Kickstarter? It's from Blacksmith.
That is so cool. Let's see. Blacksmith Genesis is the creators. Pre-order, it looks like. There's an Indiegogo.
Oh, okay. But it's what I think you actually mentioned that. That wouldn't it be great if it could scan and then print?
Yeah, so you can copy it.
Oh, is it 81,000?
No, that's how much they raised.
Okay.
The early adopters is $1,200 to get the early
that's actually
adopter package.
not too bad.
Oh, where'd it go?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Who knows?
Either they got a lot of money and they're off making it, or they got a lot of money and they're just off hiding it.
And they're off.
Right.
But not sure. Visit our campaign page. Okay, here it is. So they've raised enough. They've raised past their goal. And it looks like you get one earliest adopters for $1,200 USD, and then you can pick up another one if you miss that, I think, at $1,500. So yeah, it has a little laser in there to 3D scan the product first. There's it doing it, and then it will print the product after it's scanned.
Now, judging from the platform, it's fairly small. Although that kid's toy was pretty big.
Yeah. About the size of this apple, I would assume.
Right. Well, wasn't the kid holding that toy, wasn't it more like 6 or 7 inches? Mm-hmm. That the head broke off?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find...
Anyway, the fact that someone did it means others can do it too.
I agree.
I mean, that makes the most sense, to have one gadget that does it all.
I'm trying to see... It is... saying it in terms of build volume, like cubic centimeters.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. Like, a maximum of 7 inches high.
Right. But it's
with a
doing,
5-inch diameter or something.
So it's confusing. The build volume is a little bit less large than the MakerBot replicator, but it's larger than a whole lot of these other ones.
Oh, okay.
And then the machine size looks to be a lot smaller than the replicator.
Oh, no, that's interesting.
Right.
And just go up a touch. It looks like all those things were made on the machine.
Right.
That napkin holder or whatever that weird thing is, that's pretty big. I guess maybe they made that in pieces.
That almost looks like a mug right there in the middle, too.
I think they just printed a roll of paper towels.
They scanned it, and then they printed it, and now they have paper towels. Exactly. It's just that simple, people.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Thanks, T-Snow Crash.
Yes, T-Snow Crush. Thank you. Perfect.
Perfect. And don't forget to play the What the Heck Is It? If your juices are flowing after trying to figure out what those 3D printed products are, head on over to gizwiz.biz, click the What the Heck Is It banner, and guess. We're coming up. This is the last of the month. We only have a few more weeks, really.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Until this gets revealed. I don't know what it is at all. There are 12 Mad Magazines for correct answers, but 24 Mad Magazines for cute, silly, hilarious, and creative answers. So don't hold back just because you don't know what the heck this gadget is. Actually be creative and give us a funny answer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can catch us live at live.twit.tv if you want to see us burn things in real time.
Wow,
that's at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. That's about 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't catch us live, don't worry. You can always catch us on demand at twit.tv/Giz Wiz, where you can see most of our episodes back to episode 1.
And what's great about that is if I forget to record the show, which sometimes happens, I can just go later and download it.
You can. That's it. It's perfect.
Right? Is that how it works?
In another Twilight Zone, it works that way.
How would we have to put the episode up if we didn't have it down?
Just don't think about it. It's fine. I'll figure that out.
Okay. You recorded the show, right?
No, I was just going to download it after the fact. Because you said if you can't watch it.
We can just do it again.
Yeah.
And that's about it for the Giz Wiz. See you next week.
I'll be here.